Well, here in France, the football legend Zinedine Zidane took the reins as coach of France's national team today. At a news conference, Zidane was emotional at times, saying it was the realization of a dream. He coached Real Madrid until leaving in 2021, and he replaces Didier Deschamps as the helm of the French team, which Zidane led to glory as arguably its greatest player ever. Delano de Souza has more.
Journalists stand up to capture the moment Zinedine Zidane walked into the briefing room at the headquarters of France's Football Federation. For the body's president, Zidane's appointment didn't happen by chance.
As early as February 2025, I met with Zinedine Zidane. I contacted him to offer him a position at the head of our French national team. And since then, we've met several times to gradually pave the way for his arrival.
News of Zinedine Zidane being named France's head coach was met with joy from fans. For the 54-year-old, leading the French national side is a dream come true.
Today for me, it's simply a continuation, in a way a dream. What I can tell you is that I've had offers over the past 4 or 5 years. The 4 or 5 years I took a break to take charge of a club, and I've turned them all down in favor of France. Because of the French team, for me it's the only thing I wanted to do after my playing career.
While Zinedine Zidane has been out of the spotlight since he coached Real Madrid, he is still considered to be a football legend. A larger-than-life presence and viewed as France's favourite son, Zidane's first match as the national team's new coach will be on the 25th of September in Turkey.
And for more on this story, I'm joined by sports journalist Karim Baldé. Thanks for being with us. So, Zidane is such an icon for the French people. How much pressure is he under to do a good job as coach?
Well, there is a lot of pressure, especially because of that massive generation of players. It's not necessary to quote all of them: Kylian Mbappé, Ousmane Dembélé, Michael Olise, and others. So, as he said this morning, he has everything into the squad to win. And by winning, we mean to win trophies. The next one, the Euros in 2028, and then the World Cup in 2030. That will be his main objective. So yeah, the pressure is high, obviously, because after the Didier Deschamps era, he won the World Cup back in 2018, but we want that generation to succeed as well by winning trophies. Didier Deschamps managed to put France into the Final Four at almost every tournament. So that's the least we can expect from Zidane, and obviously he wants to do better. He's a legend, but now he will face criticism each time he will put a starting 11, because that's the job. That's part of the job, to be criticized for the squad. We are 66 million national head coach in France. So yeah, he has to do the job.
And personally, this seems quite important to him. He was emotional at times during this news conference. This is really something meaningful for him.
Yes, exactly. And it's rare to see Zinedine Zidane emotional, because he's a little bit shy in front of media. That was always his behavior in front of microphones. But this morning, it was a little bit different, because we all know for a month that he will be the next head coach of France. But still, the moment is now. So it means a lot for him. And he said that he was excited. It was hard to see that from his gestures, but still, he was excited, and that's why he was emotional as well, because he waited for so long. We have to imagine that after leaving Real Madrid, he could have gone to other clubs. He had so many offers as a 3-time European champion with Real Madrid as a head coach, and I don't put into the basket his trophies as a player. So yeah, he could have done other things, but he decided to wait. Even when Didier Deschamps signed a new contract with France a couple of years ago, he decided to stay on the sideline up to that moment where he would be naturally called for being the new head coach of France.
Zidane won the World Cup as a player with this team in 1998. How much does that history matter now that he's in charge?
It matters for us as supporters, and especially for those who remembered that period of 1998, the World Cup at home in France, and the Euros in 2000. But for the players, they were born after 1998, so the most important thing for them is to see Zinedine Zidane as an icon, as a great head coach. Because what he did with Real Madrid, winning 3 times the UEFA Champions League, the most prestigious trophy in clubs competition, in such a hot club, it means a lot. It means that he has the respect of his locker room, and when you got egos such as Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Baldé, and others, it's so difficult that we know that he has this aura, as we say in French. He has this attitude to impose naturally the respect and to put players into that mindset to give everything they can to win games.
You mentioned his success at Real Madrid. Do you think that his club management style will translate to international, football, where he may have less time with the players?
He may have less time, but with the new system of international windows starting in September, he will have a little bit more time than others because we have 4 games in late September and early October. So it means that he will have 3 entire weeks to see the players and to work with them. And that's going to be very important. But yeah, that's not the same. Coaching a club and coaching a national team, because in the club you see players day in, day out, which is not the case, obviously, with the national team. So he will have to adapt a little bit. But from what he said this morning, he won't change a lot his way to manage players. So he will have a time of adaptation. But you know what? The Nations League doesn't count a lot, to be honest with you. It's a competition still, but, well, it's not very important if France wins it or lose it. It doesn't really matter. The most important thing will be the Euros in 2028, because this is the major competition to come. And at that moment, if France succeeds, well, it's going to be good. But if there's a failure in the Euros, well, even if Zidane is a legend, we will see the results.
Of course, he's stepping in right after France's World Cup run ended in the semifinals against Spain. What does he need to fix first, do you think?
The captain. We have to know who will be the captain. Kylian Mbappé is a captain for now. Didier Deschamps decided to put his megastar as a captain, which was very risky. And from my point of view, I was at the World Cup and I was sadly surprised by Kylian Mbappe's behavior after Spain's second goal in the semi-final, because we need a leader, especially when things are going on the wrong side. And that wasn't the case. At that moment, we see Mbappé with his arms oh yeah, it's sad. And we need someone who can put that sense of possible comeback in the locker room. We saw that with Argentina, for example. We couldn't see that with France, and we need a leader in the locker room. Is Kylian Mbappé the right person to do that, especially when things are going on the wrong side? That's a question mark for me, and so that will be the first thing Zinedine Zidane has to cope with in September, to know if Mbappé stays as captain or not.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Sports journalist Karim Baldé, thanks as always for joining us here on France 24.
You're welcome.
That's it for now. Stay tuned for more world news still to come here on France 24.